What's going on, world? What's going on? Welcome to the special Divisional Championship Round edition of 100 Yards of Running presented by the Family Meeting Podcast. I am your host, Reggie. You can call me the Reckless One. You can call me Mr. Walker. You can call me whatever you want. Let's get into it. Here we go. The NFC Championship game where we had the rookie sensation, Jaden Daniels, going head to head with Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, and the Philadelphia Eagles. And folks, let's face it. I said this week too, and I'm going to say it again. Once the Eagles got Saquon Barkley, it was sky's the limit. And he didn't let up in this game from the start, rushing for a touchdown, opened it up for the Eagles, and the Eagles did not stop scoring there. The defense was on point. The Commanders put up a couple of points, but it wasn't enough to stop Saquon, who rushed for 3 touchdowns in this game. And the Eagles winning the NFC East Championship by a score of 55-23. The Philadelphia Eagles are the champions of the National Football Conference, and they will be going to Super Bowl 59. But against who? When the Eagles, their defense, once they got Jalen Carter, and once they got those boys playing like a Super Bowl caliber defensive team, the writing is on the wall, ladies and gentlemen. We should have all known that this was coming. The NFC East. Shout out to Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. You shouldn't hold your head up high. You should hold your head up high because you got the Commanders to a place where they haven't been in 33 years. So shout out to Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders for making it to the NFC Championship game. Unfortunately, falling short to Saquon Barkley and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, Giants fans are just sitting there upset. They're kicking themselves in behind right now, wondering why did they let Saquon go? And this was the reason right here. Saquon wanted to go somewhere where he can win a Super Bowl. Now, if the Eagles pull this off, this will be Jalen's first. This will be Saquon Barkley's first. But going against who? And we're going to discuss that right now. The AFC Championship game determines a battle that we have seen for years to come, or we're going to see years to come. This generation's Brady versus Manning. We got Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills going to Arrowhead, playing against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills is another team that shouldn't hold their heads off high because Josh Allen, and my eyes, is the MVP this year. I don't care what anybody say, fight me. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, Josh Allen proved that he was the MVP of the National Football League this year, carrying a team and getting rookies like Keon Coleman and Shafir and Hollins. These guys opening up for Josh Allen, and Josh Allen himself being the quarterback that Josh Allen can be, rushing for touchdowns, throwing for touchdowns, paying attention to what's around him on the field, being a field general is what Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills did. And that defense tried to help out, but unfortunately, in order to beat the champs, you have to beat the champs. And Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs did not let up. Mahomes is hot. Kelsey, playoff Kelsey. Playoff Kelsey is a real thing. And I know all y'all be like, oh, he's doing this because of Taylor Swift and all the Swifties. And this has nothing to do with that. Playoff Kelsey is a real thing. Okay? Once Travis Kelsey is in the playoffs, he's opening up plays for players around him. You got a faster receiver in Isaiah and Xavier Worthy, and you have Marquise Brown. And look what Juju Smith-Schuster did. He put up numbers. He stepped up for Mahomes. What Mahomes has weapons around him. And everybody's like, oh, we don't want to see this again. You're seeing it again, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Allen put up the fight of his life. Unfortunately, in the fourth quarter, it was going back and forth, back and forth. That boy Cook on Buffalo was cooking. He's rushing for touchdowns, opened up for Josh Allen, extended his arms. Unfortunately, Philadelphia, a lot of people, not Philadelphia, Buffalo, and I am going to bring Philadelphia on this one because Philadelphia started to tush push. And Buffalo is acquiring that on their offense. And there's a lot of controversial calls that should have been called this game that I agree with. The referee should have woken up and saw what was pay attention to the ball. And I keep saying this. It's one rule in the National Football League and anytime you play football. And that rule is don't drop the ball. And I'm going to talk about this play. Josh Allen with the opportunity to take his team to the Super Bowl. Steve Spagnuolo and those Chiefs defenders, they did a great job by blitzing Josh Allen. But Josh Allen being Josh Allen and being the amazing quarterback that Josh Allen can be, tossed the ball up. Kincaid had a chance to catch it in his hand. Unfortunately, he drops the ball, upset for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills to keep coming close to Arrowhead and to not be able to get the job done. Where Kansas City needed 2 touchdowns and you put the ball in Patrick Mahomes' hands. Now, I said this last week. If you want to bet on a Super Bowl, but the Eagles against the Chiefs. And I was right. And Mahomes got the ball in his hand in the fourth quarter and got the job done, taking the Chiefs to Super Bowl 59 against Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles, where Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs pulling off what some might call a controversial upset, but it's to be an expected upset. And I said this last week, Chiefs are going to win by a field goal, and they did exactly just that, winning by a score of 32-29. Your winners and your AFC champions going to the Super Bowl is the Kansas City Chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, I said this last week. We are getting a repeat of Super Bowl 57, where we had Jalen Hurts going against Mahomes. But this time, Jalen Hurts has Saquon Barkley. Let's see what Saquon Barkley and the Philadelphia Eagles are going to do against the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champion, Patrick Mahomes, and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this is kind of wrestling related, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to throw this in there. The Kansas City Chiefs right now is like this generation's bloodline. You got Patrick Mahomes being the Roman Reigns as he is, leading his team, which is around him, to greatness. And we have a chance to see this team do something that no other team in the National Football League has ever done. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chiefs has a chance to three-peat. Now, we have never seen a three-peat in the National Football League. The Steelers tried it, couldn't do it. The Brady and the Patriots tried it, couldn't get the job done. They got upset by Nick Foles and the Philadelphia Eagles. A lot of teams has tried to do what Kansas City is trying to do right now. And this is to the haters out there who's watching this right now. And you can't hate on greatness. A lot of people saying, oh, the referees bought Kansas City this. Oh, they cheated their way into this. No. And y'all did this to Jordan and the Bulls when Jordan and the Bulls was the team to beat. We are realizing greatness, ladies and gentlemen. Let's sit back, embrace it, and enjoy greatness because we may not never see this again in the history of the National Football League. And to witness Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs being able to put their names in the record books by being the first team in the National Football League to three-peat is amazing. Hats off to Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I know some people call me a rider. You can call me what you want. I am a football fan witnessing greatness, and we are seeing it in front of our eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the draft is coming up. Hopefully, our teams can draft better, but look at what we're witnessing right now. And somebody asked me before I did this show about Patrick Mahomes, comparing him. Who would I compare Patrick Mahomes to? Michael Jordan or LeBron James? And I'm going to give my answer live because I know you're going to be watching. Shout out to whoever you are going to be watching. This is for you. This is my answer right now to that question. My question to that is this. Patrick Mahomes can be the Michael Jordan of the National Football League. Here's why I say that. Because we've seen Jordan come into the Bulls and led a team to championship after championship after championship. Yeah, they couldn't get the job done. They got bumped a couple of times, but Jordan came back stronger and his team, and with that mentality that Jordan had, he led the Bulls to 6 championship rings. We've seen that with Brady and the Patriots. Everybody was being a Tom Brady hater. He brought the Patriots 6 championship rings and went to Tampa and won another one. And he has 7 under his belt. Not saying that Brady is great because he is. We witnessed greatness with Brady and we witnessed greatness. That's what we are seeing, ladies and gentlemen, whether we believe it or not. That is what we are seeing right now from Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. The way that Mahomes is leading this team and finding a way to win big game after big game after big game after big game. I'm not saying that the Eagles don't have a shot because they do with Saquon Barkley in the backfield. Because let's face it, Saquon was hard to stop once he joined that Philadelphia Eagles team. Running over teams, rushing over teams, showing us, sorry Giants fans, what the Giants missed on when they let him go. And he was trying to do that with y'all. And in my eyes, he did what he could. But the Giants was trash. I'm sorry. Let's call it what it is. But going to this organization and playing for a team like the Philadelphia Eagles and with their defense against a brilliant-minded Patrick Mahomes offense and the Kansas City Chiefs, ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing greatness and you don't see it. But you got these football fans and you got these critics. It's like, oh, it's given to them. Nothing is given to you. These players are going out each week, putting their bodies on the line for a shot to make it this far. Yes, some teams got it. Most teams don't. Look at what Allen did with nothing. He brought his team to the AFC Championship game, but to fall short. I guarantee you, next season, Josh Allen's going to do it again. But the question is going to still be remaining there. Who is going to be the team that step up and knock Patrick Mahomes off of that AFC Championship mountain? I don't see it being done. Joe Burrow did it one time, but he got hurt. Now look at the Bengals. They don't have a team anymore. Lamar Jackson tried to do it. Mahomes and Andy Reid with the mastermind of Steve Spagnuolo on defense, dominated, and look at the Chiefs now. The number one team in the AFC with home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Yeah, they lost their last game to the Broncos. That was a gimme. Here, we let them in the playoffs. Here, Sean Payton. Merry Christmas. We'll let you in the playoffs. But Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce in the playoffs, along with Pacheco. And now you got Brown, you got Worthy, you got Smith Schuster. You got guys on Kansas City that can give you big yardage. It's going to be a tough game. And I'm making my prediction right now 33-30, your winners. And the first team in history to three-peat in the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl 59. Now, I know people's excited to see. I'm not excited about the game. They're excited about the halftime show. Kendrick Lamar is performing in New Orleans in this year's Super Bowl halftime show. And I know y'all seen commercials throughout the world about him having a special guest host. Now everybody's thinking, oh, he's gonna bring Wayne out. Is he gonna bring Wayne out? He should have brought Wayne out in New Orleans. There was a lot of controversy about who should be performing in New Orleans. To me, the better person got the job done. Kendrick was red hot, all fire, putting smoke on Drake. To me, burying Drake. Now he's headlining Super Bowl 59, and it's just announced, ladies and gentlemen, that SZA, I love SZA and I love her voice. SZA is going to be co-hosting Kendrick and performing with Kendrick at the Super Bowl halftime show. It's going to be a fire show, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait. Super Bowl 59. Here we have it. This journey has been real and it's been fun. And it's not over. Thank you for vibing with your boy from week one until now. I want to thank the guests that I had on the show. My boy Steven, my boy Chaos, my boy John, etc. Thank you for your inputs. Thank you for y'all brilliant football minds and keeping this running. And shout out to my producers in the back, producing this from week one until now. Thank you for vibing with me. Continue to vibe with me. Continue to bless me on this journey. Because Super Bowl 59, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry about my phone going on and off. It's going crazy right now. But as I was saying, Super Bowl 59. Thank you for this journey from week one until now. And I will be doing a special Super Bowl show. I might be going live early that day to kick off Super Bowl 59. I might have some special guests with me that day that's going to vibe with me from this journey until Super Bowl 59. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. Next week, I want to know y'all picks. You can send it to the Family Meeting Podcast channel. You can send it to me personally. I want to know y'all picks. Super Bowl 59. Who y'all got? Chiefs or Eagles?
I could tell you who I got right now.
Who you got, brother?
I got neither one of them motherfuckers because I don't like neither one. I'm
If
just
you
saying.
right,
I'm a
if you
Giants fan going through. They stink, but shit, I ain't going for nobody. I don't care who wins. Not my concern.
Well, that's one of our producers. Shout out to my brother. I want to thank him
Nah,
personally. Vibing with from week one until now. Like I said, next week is going to be a special week. I'm giving you my pick right now. Chiefs, Super Bowl, first team in history, 3P, 33-30. You heard it from me first.
33-30. Oh, I gotta put.
33-30.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
It's
see.
going to be a close game. It's going to go back and forth. But I got the Chiefs winning by a field goal.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
Let's see. Folks, here we go. That was our edition of this week edition of 100 Yards and Running presented by the Family Meeting Podcast. I want to thank y'all. I want to thank my viewers. I want to thank my brothers for vibing with me on this journey. Tune in next week. Super Bowl 59. It's going to be big, y'all. I can't wait. It's your boy Reg. That's Mel. We out.
Yep.